What's poppin', everybody? Your boy, the Vice Club, in the building. Episode 5, South American Tour. We're continuing in top flight football. Just a quick disclaimer. I know I say throughout the video we're going to have 3 matches. I've actually downed it to 2. You will see why at the end of the video. So you need to watch till the end of the video to find out why there's only 2 matches. Hope you guys enjoy these videos so far. Leave a comment down below. For now, though, let's run that intro. Somehow, we are sitting in 4th after 7 games. Not quite sure how we've done this, but we've done this. Let's go through it and have a look how we did this. This is impressive. We've only lost 1 game. We've drawn 2 and won 4 from our last games. Of course, last time we did the first 2 games where we beat Nibelenze 3-0 and then obviously lost to O'Higgins 2-1. The only loss we've had. Since then, we've played 5 games, won 3, drawn 1, albeit we haven't really played top half opposition in terms of where the standings are. Most of the teams we've played are in the bottom half of the table, with the likes of La Carrera, who are busy fighting relegation. We beat them 4-2. Kevin picking up 2 goals in that one. Union Espanola currently sitting in, I think, 7th? Or was it 8th? If I click on the right thing, we can find out. Spanola, 8th. Yeah, sitting in 8th position. We picked up a 2-2 draw against them. Everton were actually a good competition. They were sitting in 2nd at the moment when we played them. They're still 2nd. We picked up a 5-2 victory over them. Their goalkeeper got injured in the early minutes of the game, and they kind of just faded away. I think it was like the 12th minute, and then you can see the last 3 minutes, the last 15 minutes, we really piled on the pressure. Again, Kevin picking up another 2 more goals. We then beat Unido 1-0. Victor Espinoza getting a goal coming on as a substitute. And most recently against Audax Italiano, bottom of the table, we scraped this one. Victor Espinoza coming on as a sub, scoring in the 94th minute. Today, though, we've got San Luis taking them on in 3rd place. And then we take on league leaders Colo Colo, who haven't actually lost a game this season. 5 wins, 2 draws from them. Hopefully, we can be the one that has the 1-in-1 there. I would be really happy if we can do that. One thing I didn't talk about in the build-up and the rules and stuff like that, in order for us to move clubs, we need to be offered a job. We cannot just move on a whim. So if I see a good job opportunity, I can't just take it. I need to be offered job interviews. So, I mean, if I want to go to Argentino Juniors, for example, I can't just apply for this job and go to the 2nd best league in South America, where we'll probably have a better chance of getting out, getting into the Super Americana. But obviously, the Libertadores, well, is one we're going for. So that is just one rule that I needed to mention. We have made 1 new signing in the time being. Claudio Chandia has come in as a backup goalkeeper. The 19-year-old goalkeeper, under 21, counts as part of that 2 under 21 man squad thing that we have. It does mean Gaston Rodriguez has officially been relegated to 3rd choice goalkeeper. I thought it just makes sense. You know, Rodriguez was never a good goalkeeper. Claudio came up here, looked like he's got good potential. Figured why not just use the under 21, one of the under 21 slots as a goalkeeper, and it really has come up clutch. Elsewhere, they are very much interested in Gonzalo Reyes Hasepiato playing in the league with us. They are currently sitting near the bottom of the table in 10th. We are a couple of points ahead of them. They're desperately trying to get Reyes. They've offered me 100,000 for Reyes. Feel like he's probably higher than 250. That's where I'm kind of putting him on there. He's been on superb goal form. 7 played, 4 goals, 3 assists, 1 man of the match. He's been absolutely fantastic. Not as fantastic as this man, Kevin. 7 played, 5 goals, 2 man of the matches. He has been absolutely fantastic for us. And he has really, really come up clutch, the Colombian. And yeah, I think he's doing an extremely good job. Elsewhere, though, our new boy that we've brought in, Corneli, hasn't really hit the ground running, which is another reason why I don't really want to sell Reyes, because Gotti hasn't played any games this season. He had a bit of an injury, but at 32 years old, I don't think he's a decent enough backup option to Reyes. We also have Juan Soto, who there's something about Juan I just don't like, and the fact that he's very much right-footed doesn't really suit that role of left-footedness, even though Reyes isn't actually left-footed either. Yeah, just something that I picked up. But yeah, this is the team that's been doing well. Like I said, we are taking on San Luis de Quillota away from home. This is pretty much the team that I've been using for the last few games, bar one or two changes. You can see I even gave Mikael a nice new face. Look at that. Long, beautiful, Fabio-looking hair. I love it. In goals, though, we got Mateus Gutierrez, Espinosa, Carvajal, and Martinez will continue in the centre-back. Mateus actually has done fairly well for us. 7 played, 9 conceded is not a bad return with 2 clean sheets. He's actually been pretty darn good. Carvajal, I'm questioning his abilities at the moment. 673 average rating is not great. Espinosa, 723, has been absolutely fantastic. Martinez, I was expecting a lot more stuff from this man, and with his 687, I'm not 100% sure that's where we want. Gutierrez as well. We haven't really hit the ground running, so I'm just giving them a little bit more time, a little bit, oomph to try and get in there. Elsewhere, I have been questioning the likes of Menzies in the midfield. A 695 in the midfield, only 1 assist. The issue that I have, though, is the only other one that's sort of a decent replacement is Gonzalez, because of the foreign policy rule. He could fit in there, or Roa, who actually hasn't played too badly, considering he's only played a couple of minutes. But yeah, I'll stick with Menzies. He is our current captain. He's actually our vice captain. Aros is our captain, but he is the current backup, well, vice captain, not backup captain. And then we got to talk about Ko Michael there, the Fabio-looking man. He has actually declined a little bit, although he does have 5 assists and 1 goal. He has been our assist merchant. The likes of Espinosa, who we brought in the summer, has played a lot on that right-hand side and has also managed to score 2 goals on that right-hand side. So a good little power sub, if ever. One man that I'm being super disappointed with is Gama, having played on the right and the left. Hasn't impressed me at all. He played one game where Rivera was injured on that left-hand side and was not good. But anyway, we're taking on San Luis. Let's go to the game away from home. We've got Colo Colo next as well. And I think I might throw in the Santiago Morning Cup game. Play a bit of a rotated squad. I'm not really too interested in cup competition, although you do get a European qualifier in that. So maybe we take it a little bit more serious. That might be our route to get into, I want to say European football, into South American football. Anyway, let's go to the game. About 6 minutes in, we've got to throw in deep in their half. Gutierrez across to look for Rivera. Nicolas Rivera has done that before with a beautiful little header across Baruco's goal. 1-0 after 6 minutes. You got to absolutely love this. Gutierrez with a nice little throw into KO. Brings it back across. Rivera, what a little run. Not the tallest man in the world, but somehow he leaps up above Vasquez and puts the ball in the back of the net. There's a kickoff highlight. Is our lead going to be short-lived? Vasquez goes across to Caldera. Avesal. That was close. We almost just lost at a minute. That was how long our lead lasted a minute. Diaz trying to get the header in. Can't find it. Gallegos looking for options. Goes all the way back to Nievas. This is a good play in. Again, this time, Sival scores the goal. That was a beast of a goal. Well, it lasted 2 minutes and some change, our lead. That was just absolutely... Look how they just dissected this defense here. What a pass. Questions over the defense, though. Should they have let that ball go through? Mateus did manage to get a hand to it. Just couldn't do much with it. Like I said, this will probably be our toughest match we've had yet, other than the Everton match, which we kind of just blew away. But this is a tough game. 4th place. They've been on good form. We've got Colo Colo next, which is a very tough run. And I'd hope to get at least 1 point away from these two games. I think that is the goal in these two games. So as it stands, we're doing okay. Mateus comes out to collect that. That is nicely done. Need to just slow the game down a little bit. I think we're currently playing at San Luis's pace, which is not ideal. And now we've given the ball away. And they're coming back forward. Caballero onside. That's a goal. He's offside. He's offside. Okay, I saw the linesman raise his flag. The manager there is going absolutely crazy. If you look onto the right-hand side there, he was celebrating like he won the World Cup. It was clear offside. Yeah, he was. He was. We do play that a little bit of a higher line this season, and it has caught us a little bit. Menzies goes for goal just over the top. Yet to score direct free kick, Menzies. But we're trying. We got to always try. And we move on in the game. Like I said, we need to slow the pace down again. We're giving San Luis a little bit too much of the ball. And the little 4-4-2 that they have tends to break us down quite a bit, which I don't like, to be completely honest. Inverted wingbacks as well, which is interesting to see. The first half has run. The second part of the first half has run pretty much uneventful, by the looks of it. Nothing much is happening. It's been pretty much a midfield battle. Gutierrez with a throw just before the stroke of half time. Mikel comes through looking for Bravo. Picks up Rivera. Good save from Baruco. Now we've got the corner. Menzies will step up. Goes to the near post looking for options there. Couldn't find anyone. Rivera brings it back. Back to Espinoza. And another good save from the goalkeeper. Another corner piling on the pressure to end up the half. To the back post this time. Baruco will pick up that one. Not the best option. Not the best half from us. We need to do a little bit of adjustments. Not going to make any swaps. We're going to just criticize the team and move on. And there's a kickoff highlight. Of course, there is a kickoff highlight. Yelled at the players, told them to do better. Got a sea of happy, greenish, yellowish faces, went to very green faces. But Carvajal gives it straight to the goal scorer. He's coming through. Almost picked up his second, and a fine stop from Mateus there to prevent the goal. Carmona, looking for Carvajal, picks him up. Gallegos going for the long. No, Bravo puts in the stop there. Couldn't recover the ball, but it will be the end of that highlight. Gutierrez with the throw. Mikel looking for options. Back to Gutierrez. Espinoza. Carvajal. This is Martinez. Rivera, good ball into Reyes. It's got Kevin in the box. Got Rivera in the box. Got Menzies in the box. And Barocco picks up another fine save. That's a few saves this goalkeeper has made to keep San Luis in the game. Reyes with the long corner to Barocco. And that's easily picked off from the goalkeeper. I feel like our midfield is actually letting us down a little bit this game. I don't think the likes of Menzies and Keo Mikel are really getting involved in the game. We're going to make some swaps, and I am going to take off those two players. Keo Mikel can come off. We're going to bring on Espinoza. The player on that right has become clutch for us in recent times. Elsewhere, Rodrigo Roa will come in to play on as the Mazzala. You know what? Elsewhere, Reyes not playing well. Gotti, time to have your first game of the season. 32 years old. Striker. We absolutely love to see it. Hopefully he can become clutch. Reyes hasn't played well. To be fair, neither has Kevin. But here comes Gotti. A beautiful ball across to Kevin. The two are linking up nicely. He's got Gotti in the box, trying to find options. Finds Espinoza in the box. Rivera with the weakest shot you've ever seen in the history of football. That was just poor. He had so much time and space to really cause problems and didn't. We've won the ball back from the long kick, though. Kevin has come through. Kevin with the shots. Keeper got another touch to that. This keeper has been on exceptional form. Gotti with the corner. Goes to the near post. Couldn't find any. Rivera trying to win it back. He loses out. And now they're coming on the breakaway. A good counter attack. They've got bodies forward. 4 men forward. Caballero, one of them. And, well, I feel like he should have hit the target there. If you're going to have that type of breakaway, you definitely need to be hitting the target. Gutierrez with the throw to Bravo. Back to Gutierrez. Looking for options for Gotti. How did he get so much space? He's got the ball in the back of the net. It's 2-0, but it's offside. Is it offside? Referee's checking this. It's not offside. It's a goal, baby. It's an absolute goal. As we move on to the latter stages of the second half, we somehow managed to scrape a 2-1 victory. Oh, I want to say victory, but still 10 minutes left. Plus stoppages. Rivera with the header back post. That was close. That was close. Another corner. Martinez will step up for this one. We've been trying a various amount of corner takers this season, just mixing them around. Espinoza comes inside. How did that come up immediately? Goal checking review. I don't know what that was, but that is a goal. That is going to count. Espinoza yet again coming off the bench with another cracker of a finish. To the point where I'm thinking, do we start Espinoza against Colo Colo or do we keep KO? Because Espinoza has been absolutely fantastic. That's his third goal in third sub appearance. Doesn't help with the assists like KO, but gets the goals, which I suppose, I don't know what that was about. End of the day, it's what really counts. They've got a free kick looking for the player, but Espinoza, defensive Espinoza, we should really give them both nicknames. Roa goes down in the box. That's a penalty. Referee's going to have a look at it. VAR is going to get involved here. That looked like a penalty. Roa got pulled down. I feel like that should be a penalty. It is going to be a penalty. I did not check who's taking penalties. I'm sure it'll be fine. Rivera stepping up. Rivera puts it back. And then I think Reyes and Rivera are our two penalty kick takers. And that is his third goal of the season. 4-1 against San Luis. This is a good result. This is a very, very good result. The fact that we've gotten 9 goals against the top 4 teams, 2 out of the top 4 teams, is absolutely brilliant to see. And we take on first place next. We're currently second. And it's all up to that game. I'm excited to see where it goes from here. But there you go. Literally same amount of points as Colo Colo. They've played 1 game less, so a big win would be huge for us because goal-wise, goal difference, what's the difference? 1 goal difference in between us. So a victory here could literally put us on top of the table for the first time. I don't want to get too excited. We'll come back for that game in a bit. Ladies and gents, we're back for the Colo Colo game at home against us, making 2 swaps to the starting 11. First swap, Carvajal has been dropped, hasn't been performing. I'm going to bring in Valvida to get his first real action of first team football in top flight football. And elsewhere, I've decided to give Espinoza a run as the winger on the right. We've got Victor and we've got Fabian Espinoza. I just need to remember the 2 of them, Fabian and Victor. I think we just keep to their first names, and just so we don't confuse the 2 around. Other news, not much else happening in the world of us. Let's go take on Colo Colo, top of the table. The team that wins this could go top of the table. Well, we're about 15 minutes in. We've got the throwing with Gutierrez to Kevin, cross to Victor Espinoza, finding Valvida. Martinez, beautiful ball in for Reyes. Good tackle. Rivera's back there. It took a wicked deflection. Cortez with a last-ditch effort to make that save. Reyes finds Rivera. Back to Reyes. Good long ball in. Looking for Valvida. Valvida looking for options. And that was a good clearance. Good pressure to start off the game. Of course, a draw will only keep us in third. Of course, Everton winning their game. They go 1 point ahead of us. With a game in hand, though, it must be said, they do play a bit later on against Italiano. So, I mean, we will go top of the table, whoever wins this game, for time being, depending what happens at the Everton game. But it is the time that you can say, I was top of the table. That's all I currently want to see. Fabian Espinoza gets dispossessed, but he wins it back. And now he's got options in front of him, and he picks the wrong one and gives the ball straight to Velasquez. Finding Sarafiore Ferreras with the shot, and Mateus with a great little save to prevent the goal scoring opportunity. Levea with the corner for Colo Colo. Goes to the back post. Mateus with the clearance. Not as far as Pabuela. Levea back in an onside position. Gutierrez will clear that. Not a good clearance at all from Gutierrez, but Espinoza gets a good hardy tackle in there. Fabian showing his worth on that right-hand side. Really playing for position at the moment. Halftime 0-0. I'm going to shout at the team. I want more. I want more from this team. I feel like we need to just oomph a little bit more and get us over that line. I feel like we've been the better team. 9-2 shots, 4-2 on target. I feel like there's a goal in this game. Velasquez brings it forward. Rivera pickpockets him after the wayward pass. Good ball to Reyes! Gonzalo Reyes! With a cracker of a finish. Absolutely brilliant. Rivera intercepts that pass. Beautifully done. Reyes timed his run absolutely perfect. Defense caught 100% napping. Cortez couldn't save that. Somehow, someway, we are 1-0 up against Colo Colo. Top of the table clash. And Reyes, so far, the deciding factor in the team. I'm going to make some swaps. Espinoza on a yellow card does scare me a little bit. Valvida and Martinez also on yellow cards also scares me. We're going to bring Kai Michael to play on that side. Elsewhere, Valvida on a yellow does scare me. I'm going to bring in Carval just to save his legs. Elsewhere, Kevin not playing well. Corneli, this is your time to shine, Corneli. We need you to shine. You need your goal right now. He's had a couple of games, hasn't really got in it. Menzies with the corner, looking for the near post. The keeper has spilt it. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. I think Corneli got pushed. How's Corneli's penalty kick taking? Is it good? It is the best. You know what, Corneli? Take the penalty. I'm going to tell you to take that penalty. A good opportunity to get him on the score sheet. Come on, Corneli. You need this goal, son. You need this goal, and he gets the goal. Took a little bit of a risk. That's his first ever goal for Rangers. 2-0 up against Colo Colo with about 20 minutes left to play, excluding stoppages. We're looking good, ladies and gents. We go top of the table with a good goal difference of 3 goals. Of course, Everton still play in a later kickoff, but I don't care about that. I can say that we are going to end this episode top of the table. Hernandez, Gutierrez, Espinoza. I realize I can't say that because I'm gonna do the cup game as well, so can't say that we're gonna end off top of the table. Carvajal looking for options. Martinez, Carvajal, Rivera, Martinez, just playing around the back a little bit. Carvajal. Good ball across back to the keeper. Espinoza now. Victor Espinoza to Bravo. Good ball through to Corneli. Looking for options in the box. Goes back to Gutierrez. Finds Bravo. Menzies with the shot. It's 3. Yadir Menzies with his first goal of the season. 3-0 up. We are now cruising. We are giving Colo Colo their first ever defeat this season. We are the 1-in-1 defeat against Colo Colo. And that is just pure brilliant placement from Rangers. Oh, I love that. That was brilliant. Bravo, Menzies, and even Skeo all coming together on that one. Martinez now on that left-hand side, rather. Menzies looking for Corneli. Lets it run for Bravo. Bravo with the long-range effort. I mean, when you're 3-0 up, you can afford to do things like that. You really, really can. I'm happy. I am so happy right now that we are ending off top of the table. Brilliant results. Absolutely love it. You know what? I was going to do the cup game. I've decided now I'm not going to do the cup game. I'm going to leave it on this high. I think it is a good way to end it. Corneli ends his goal drought. He hasn't scored in 16 games, apparently. Did he not score goal in his previous season? He came from Colo Colo, by the way. Oh, that is just even better. Scoring against his former team. Absolutely love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. We go 7 undefeated. We go top of the table, albeit temporarily, until Everton play their game in about 45 minutes. We're doing good. We're doing good. Well, there you have it, folks. That is the reason why we decided to end it on 2. We're ending off on a high, top of the table. A beautiful, beautiful result from us. Going into the first season Top Flight Football, I did not expect this at all. I knew we signed well, and I knew the players that we brought into the squad would help us bolster our chances of survival. I was hoping like 8th. That is where I'll be honest with you, 8th was where I was picturing this team to be. The fact that we're sitting top of the table after 9 games is absolutely insane. I don't know if we were able to maintain it, but at least I know that I can say I've been top of the table at least once in Top Flight Football for now, which is absolutely fantastic. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, follow, tell your parents, grandparents, lovers, and haters. Leave the comments. Your boy, the Vuslap, is out of here. Peace. Chicken grease.